Hey foodies, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for stopping by. Today I'm going to share with you this amazing recipe for lamb and goat cook-up rice. This is especially for the people who do not eat beef or pork. Alright guys, now let's take a quick look at our ingredients. Today I'll be using small red bean, but feel free to use any peas of choice. I went ahead and seasoned my lamb and goat, and I will share the process in a minute. I have here some fresh herbs, which are thyme, scallion, parsley, cilantro. I have 2 habanero peppers as well as sweet peppers, some onions, garlic, ginger, and I'll be using parboiled rice. For the seasoning, I have some mushroom seasoning, seasoned salt, some complete seasoning, bouillon, black pepper, some brown sugar, and some coconut milk. So basically I went ahead and washed my goat and lamb with some vinegar and lemon juice, and then I went ahead and seasoned it with some fresh green seasoning, and I used a little bit of seasoned salt, bouillon, black pepper, complete seasoning, and some cassareep for color. You can use any brown sauce that you have on hand. You do not have to use cassareep. Once we are done, you want to go ahead and just make sure that everything is very well combined. And then I covered it and allow it to marinate for about an hour or 2. Next, we'll go ahead and pressure the goat and lamb. Using my Instant Pot, we will add some hot water and pressure for about 20-25 minutes. While that's going, we will go ahead and just boil our red bean in a separate pot. Let that boil until nice and tender. Now we'll go ahead and saute our aromatics and herbs. I added the onion, the sweet peppers, the garlic, ginger, and all of the herbs in here except the thyme and the habanero pepper. You want to give it a stir and allow it to go for about 2 to 3 minutes or so. Now in with our washed rice. Make sure you wash the rice thoroughly before adding it. Give that a stir, then in with our red bean, and then we will follow up with our lamb and goat. You will give it a good mix, and then we'll come in with our liquids. Here is where you want to add your coconut milk. We will also add the broth from the peas, and we will add a little bit of the broth from the meats as well. I like to strain mine so it's nice and clear and to get rid of any impurities. So once you add that in, you want to give it a stir, and then in with your seasoning. You want to taste and adjust the seasoning to suit your own preference. I also like to add a tad bit of sugar for balance, but it's completely optional. You do not have to add it. Once everything is mixed in, you want to add your thyme and the peppers, cover, and allow this to simmer on medium-low heat until your rice is nice and tender. Now occasionally you want to go in and just give it a stir to make sure nothing is burning or sticking at the bottom of the pot. Now, if at any point you feel like your rice is still hard and your liquid is dried out, you can always add a little bit of the broth. Either the broth from the meats, the broth from the peas, or you can add coconut milk. You can also add water, but I don't like adding water to my cook-up rice. So yeah, we will allow that to continue cooking, and when I check it again, it was all done. The rice was nice and tender, meats were perfect, and the flavor was on point. Now you never want to cook your cook-up rice till it dries out completely. You always want to keep it a little bit moist, unless you like dry cook-up rice. I do not like my cook-up rice dry, so I leave a little liquid in there so it can be nice and moist. And you know, once you turn off the heat, it continue cooking a little, you know, from the steam. And this is the cook-up rice once everything was cool down. You know, as you can see, the liquid is dried out completely, but the rice is still nice and moist, and this is exactly what you want in a cook-up rice. So I hope you guys give this recipe a try. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and leave a comment down below. I will leave all my ingredients and measurements down in the description box, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support, and as always, enjoy.